Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the exciting, everything, and amazing Propagandacast from the host from Pearl Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland, off you to a glorious 1v1 on the road to Tunis. In the west stands Momo4sho, the man, the sloth, the legend. Fighting here for the German army, Deutschland, the 10th Panzer Division in the east. It is, yes, it is the other man, the other legend. Then none other than RedxWings, fighting for America, freedom, democracy, here with the 1st Armoured Division in the sandy deserts of Tunisia. So we're off here to an absolutely amazing match here, with Panzer Pioneer and a cartridge and team here for Momo and RedxWings, with scouts, of course, as the starting unit. In fact, 2 scouts, interesting enough, which is actually a bit of deviation there, and rifle squad there for RedxWings. So as always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters who support the Propagandacaster, allowing me to keep making all of these videos on a daily basis. So big thanks to all of those wonderful people. But yeah, double scouts is an interesting start. We don't actually see from American players unless they're going for, airborne and then into Pathfinder. So very interesting deviation here by RedxWings. Just a bit of banter there between the two there. But yeah, scouts that... I mean, why would you go for a lot of scouts? Because, well, I mean, they do have a lot of utility in terms of they can grab the points fast, they can deploy smoke, they can fire flares. Obviously, not exactly there for frontline fighting, but that's clearly not RedxWings' immediate concern. It's just, pushing for that map control versus opponent and getting some of that mid to late game utility in there. So it's an interesting choice there. I don't necessarily think I'd recommend it. I don't know if RedxWings would recommend it, but it is worth pointing out there. Both sides here focusing on the south so far. No one really heading for the northern deserts except maybe a lone Panzer Pioneer squad there for Momo. We also got some Panzer Grenadiers arriving here. A interesting choice as well. Most players will just go for a lot of Panzer Pioneer or better Yeri. But Momo is one of those few true elites that actually go for the German Panzer Grenadier. Scouts under fire, they're definitely, not exactly a big fit to the Panzer Grenadiers or even the Panzer Pioneer. Rifle squad counterattacking here from RedxWings. We've got a second rifle squad up there unless he's gone completely off the deep end and gone for 3rd scout squad. No, that is rifleman. Cartridge needed to fall back here. Panzer Pioneer doing what they can here. Scouts firing them with the rifles. The rifle squad taking some losses there. Cartridge continue to fight support here, hoping to leech in some extra experience so that they can get tracer marking going. Rifleman pouring in up north. Panzer Pioneer busy. 2nd Panzer Grenadier squad here for Momo4sho. And the 10th Panzer Division here as the 1st Armoured keeps up the assault here. Momo's men there forced to withdraw here as the situation becomes too infested with Americans. And the scouts are actually doing some work. They're supporting the riflemen. New scout meta incoming. I'm not really confident on that. Panzer Pioneer there, the only ones in the German army so far making progress because they're not running into RedxWings. And RedxWings there with a 3rd rifle squad there, more infantry, and note, not more scouts. Cartridge they're being fixed up. Panzers there hard at work fixing up the motorbike. We'll have to see what Momo goes for next. There we go. Spreading out here. RedxWings heading northwards there. Cartridge being bombarded here by the scouts and the riflemen here. Good terrain here, so that makes it difficult for Momo to just push ahead him, and he can do it, but it does risk a fairly high amount of loss. So see for Momo, but not necessarily having much to go for. But he keeps up the assault there. He pushes through towards the fastland. His men urge to push ahead against the Americans. Even as RedxWings puts up for a flank him, we'll fuck some of his men up behind the Germans here, but no, he doesn't. He pulls back towards the building, sets up the next line of defense against the German attackers, even as Momo slowly but inexorably pushes his way here through the lines of the 1st Armoured Division. Charlie Company here. Almost got the scout squad here wiped out. Oh dear, RedxWings push his luck way too far beyond what it could clearly hold for his poor scout squad, and there we go. They are quite... what? Lost the helmet, then zoom. Pop bag on and son, he was a bit alive again there. Weird graphical bugs. We got tech there with the light support company and an MD-34 there for Momo4sho. Meanwhile, RedxWings has pulled straight ahead here for the mechanized support center. Clearly a longer strategy here in mind for RedxWings, freedom and democracy. Most players would of course pull for the infantry support center for the fast captain and some faster BA upgrades. RedxWings here clearly is a man made of a different, more stern material. MD-34 there for Momo. Ralph's got them right with the Panzer Pioneer, but they do survive. They do survive. On the south here, Momo is making good progress with the German army. The Kartschützen spearheading. The Panzer Grenadiers slightly misinterpreting the orders. There you go, machine gun team being hauled forwards. In the east, their Panzer Pioneer each withdraw now as RedxWings east has the upper hand here with the Flammenwerfer in the hands of the Panzer Pioneer. Down to one man here. This could be a miss. Yeah, click there on miss. Charged there by Momo. Nope, looks like RedxWings does not punish this mistake by Momo, and the Panzer Pioneer are allowed to withdraw here. Close call there for Momo4sho. Nothing further here for him. I would not be surprised in eminence. No, he pushes straight ahead for the mechanized company here. There's no brakes on the Momo train. Up north there, Ralph's got pushing forwards. We got here a motor pool for RedxWings. Freedom, democracy, liberty. Going to take advantage of managing the newly buffed light vehicles. And of course the heavily buffed anti-tank guns. Which I would definitely expect to get, hopefully, nerfed again. As there's clearly some elements that were with them that were performed. Apparently, the longer range accuracy for someone got buffed way too much. They can pretty much almost hit anything. But we'll have to see what happens there. Panzer Pioneer, Panzer Squad team got grenade off here. Could have breached here, but I guess it just figured, you know, that was more useful. This allows, by the way, Momo to pop out into the building, so not quite sufficient there for RedxWings. Panzer equipped with a flamethrower, but they also need to get out of there before they get wiped. Another near wipe here for Momo this time. No, RedxWings does get the wipe, I think. No, what? No, he does get it. Flamethrower is dropped. Could pick it up with the Panzer Grenadier. RedxWings forced to withdraw here in the south. We got the Kartschützen versus the engineers here. Called in some plucky US engineers to lead the way for freedom, democracy. Kartschützen is about to get dismantled by these engineers if it's not careful. Not in the center. Momo's Panzer pushing forwards. Machining gun moving up further forwards to assist. Panzer Pioneer moving forwards as well. In the south, the Kartschützen nearly escapes here of wrath and death by RedxWings. Achrat there on the way for Momo4sho. Not directly touched, but they nerfed several of the upgrades here. Tungsten and vehicle survival package, amongst others, got nerfed, so they don't quite provide as much benefit. For some, there's no damage bonus anymore here, which I think is a significant bond there. And I think the vehicle survival package just gives less health than it used to, so this helps making sure you can't just go for a bunch of 8 Achrats and Marders and, you know, just not have to rely on anything, because it just becomes super tanky and deal a ton of damage. So this does force you into like having to consider like Panzer IIIs and other stuff a bit more. No battle group charging out here for Momo. As for RedxWings, we're not quite seeing any sign, but mechanized and armor did get some rather significant buffs, so it's not impossible that RedxWings, of course, is going for armor. More Panzer Pioneer to replace ones got murdered here. North Kartschützen racing forwards again. Ralph's caught counter-attacking from the south here. Orbital Blitz, ambulance on the way there for Momo in the south. RedxWings pushes forwards, another grenade. No breach here from RedxWings. Apparently doesn't believe in it. Who knows? But there we go. Emmett Graham pulling northwards there. Achat Mimo bombarding the Americans out there with this autocannon correction machine gun. Ralph's got almost wiped out. Das Sonderkraftfahrzeug 223. Oh, 32. Messed up the numbers there. My apologies. There was also the 233, which was basically the same chassis, but with the same family cannon similar to that on the Stug D or the Stummel, which basically turned into like a wheeled assault gun in a sense there. Looks really cool too, by the way. Wish they added that too. But oh well, that's another story. Anyway, troop reinforcing here. Medical station for RedxWings, many infantrymen. And we got here armored support, superior fire drill for increased accuracy, plus of course vehicle awareness. It becomes very difficult for RedxWings to move about his vehicles secretly, because Momo will more or less always know where they are. North their mines, positions being prepared there by Momo, expecting an assault there from RedxWings, who's now also brought in a mortar. Things are heating up. Mud tanks on the way as well there for Momo and the 10th Panzer Division. Artrak pushing southward sea. A lot of action here. A lot of intensity. Momo so far, they're maintaining fairly good map control versus RedxWings, who's been forced a bit on the back foot there once the Artrak arrives. His Greyhound having a bit of a hard time hunting it down so far. We'll have to see what else he does. Could it be Chaffies, more Greyhounds, anti-tank guns, a lot of options here. Mine goes off on the rifle, let's push into the Panzerpini, but they're low on health. Really needs to get them out of there. Greyhound rolling forwards, we got them out of here. They're ready though for Momo. And Deutschland. Motorbike there, forced away as the Greyhound pushes through the sandy deserts. In the sand here, Ralph's got pushed back by the Armoured. Almost getting veterans on the armoured car already. Very good here. Mortar firing down there from above, but is quickly forced to withdraw as the Armoured, of course, threatens position there. Almost got the Ralph's got wipe here, but does not push into the base. Clearly worried what RedxWings might do to his armoured car inside of his own base. Quick withdrawing here. Still no immediate sign of battle group here for RedxWings. Scout being battered here and quickly sent screaming back down to one man already. The easy targeted for the Arctic veterans who won. And of course with superior fire drills. Panzer squad out here to give him something extra mobile to help hunt down the Greyhound tiers. That is clearly giving Momo4sho a bit of a headache. RedxWings hard at work reclaiming the north side of the map here from the Germans. The goddamn Krauts. Martifee hanging back. We got the Panzer Storm. Ready. Sounds like some kind of like early 90s video game. Panzer Storm. Anyways, Panzer they're being engaged. 7 mortar 5 Ralph's got their Marder shoots. Hits the walls, but crucially not the Greyhound. Northeast cartridge forced back as RedxWings advance with the minesweepers in hand. Clearly concerned about Momo's tendency to mine stuff. Panzer supporting the RT. Small mechanized column there from Momo4sho. Meanwhile, the Marder pushing up the center. Front line is more or less withdrawing here for RedxWings, who's brought in the M1 anti-tank gun. North here, cartridge and keeps out those engineers here. And there you go, pushing onto the fuel port right outside his opponent's base. And upgrades here for Momo. Perhaps he's planning to move ahead for the Panzer Army command and some Panzer IIIs, who knows? But Momo. So there you go, catching up behind the engineers of the Artguard here, pushing back RedxWings engineers. 250 attack knocked out here by the anti-tank gun. No, was it the mortar? It was the mortar. And there you go. Marder shoots, misses again. More mines here for Momo. Again, looking to curtail any potential ability to counterattack here for RedxWings, but of course also maybe catch the Greyhound and knock it out here. Very good there by Momo. Thumbs up. There's a reason why RedxWings went for minesweepers on those engineers. A lot of mines here. Definitely one reason to have a lot of Panzer Pioneer. For similar units, you can get down a lot of mines. North the Arcot there, catching the few remaining scouts under RedxWings command. The numbers, well, pretty much dwindling to 0 as they get spotted by German armoured reconnaissance. Machine gun Marder continuing to watch over the centre here, marching forwards. Marder pushing again for that Greyhound, and this time manages a good shot there. He's not able to push through here. Mortar's going to get to work immediately. Either smoking or bombarding. Oh, he went for the delayed fuse one. Oh no, that could be a weapon. The MG-34 more is unlucky, but no. So that was brutal. North the Outcart there, facing off against the Greyhound. Both sides just withdrawing. In the center, first Armoured Innovation manages to break down the lines for the 10th Panzer Division, going for the center victory point. South of that, Panzer's there with the machining gewehr, opening up on the rifleman. And we do get the Panzer Big Command here for Momo, bring in the heavier stuff here to face off against these verdammte Amerikaner. As for RedxWings, no battle group still chosen or any sign of tank depots. Panzer in the center there being absolutely mauled here by rifle fire and, more crucially, mortar fire. Mortar is quickly proving to be an absolutely top-notch investment there for RedxWings. Thumbs up. North Marder pushing forwards here. Arcad good to go. Momo, though, continues to exert strong map control versus RedxWings and the 1st Armoured Division. Ralph's calling burnout in there with the Panzer Pioneer. More scouts. This is also incredibly rare because most players will never ever replace the scouts if they like to lose all of them, but RedxWings here clearly appreciates the value and utility of the scouts. I mean, 2 thumbs up to RedxWings. Already now exploring new parts of the US metagame. Entering front with the Outwit, almost got it, but there you go. Momo is able to withdraw it here. Still no upgrades yet, but as you can see there, with the upgrades being just less good, we're not seeing as much, and this also means the Outwit is actually significantly more vulnerable now. So we can see the balance changes definitely are making an impact there on the Deutsches Afrika Korps. There, good late fuse, it almost wipes the entire machine gun crew there. Oh no, and it goes down. This heavy mortar with the, not regular mortar, but the delayed fuse barrage is absolutely wreaking havoc on Momo and the German army. Oh, he actually has researched the veteran squad leaders upgrade there, which is actually a pretty good one. Machine gun destroyed by the delayed fuse. And Panzer Pioneer getting wiped out as well. The losses from Momo are piling up here as he's going clearly for, I imagine, the Panzer III here. I suppose we could also throw in a Flampanzer, but that might be a bit ambitious under current circumstances. Could be something to consider down the road.
Enemy forces standing at 200 points and
South here, Rifle moving to the mines here, taking some losses.
Let's see what you're made of.
Panzer III is moment away here for Momo4sho and the 10th Panzerdivision. Panzerkampfwagen 3, Ausführung L.
victory point lost.
There we go. Sort of first official model. Well, not really the first. There was the Panzer III Ausführung J1 or J1, which sort of got the shall we say upgunned 50mm gun there with a higher velocity, but sort of the L was sort of shows the major mass-produced version of that.
Our munitions point is being neutralized by the enemy.
And then, of course, was the Model M, which was sort of more armored version of the Model L with armored side skirts, but also more frontal armor, spaced frontal armor actually, which is fairly rare for tanks. And of course you had the Model N, which switched out the 50mm gun with a 75mm cannon, basically against some sort of, shall we say, the Panther IV command tank, you know, the Lobot Stug. These, for example, that kind of gun there. Grand opening at the punching is trying to push for that Greyhound here. Back in RedxWing space. Scouts are moving out again, but we're not. Oh, we got a weapon support center. Alright. Interesting choices there by RedxWings. Panther IV, the moving forward here, adding the penalty machine gun gewehr. Quite necessary there for it, of course. Rather than bad news against the Panzer III here, the Panzerkampfwagen 3 up north here. Panzer Pioneer, Panzer goes fighting against the rifleman here. He needs force withdraw. Akra, they're almost getting wiped here in the rifle squad, but they do get away, and we got the anti-tank gun forced away there, Momo's Panzer III. North the rifle squad there, bringing some pretty serious trouble to the Panzer Pioneer. Kartschützen rapidly withdrawing here in the south as it senses the Greyhound coming in there. Jürgen, how can you always tell if the American vehicles are coming? Well, you can usually tell by the commercial jingles. Ah. This one was sponsored by Coca-Cola. Ooh.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Picking up the Panzer III. So, interesting choices here by RedxWings. Hauling in a machine gun here to help deal with Momo's infantry. Now that Panther III there for Momo and the German army. Ooh. Infantry riding on tanks, 2 thumbs up. An appreciator of mechanized infantry here. Nice. Very nice. So there you go. Quick able to move infantry from north or center to south. By riding along in the Panther III here. Taking the Panther III, which is fairly speedy for a medium tank. Very nice there. Of course, they also made some of the upgrades more expensive, particularly emergency repair kits and rapid advance got made notably more expensive. They did make advanced field repairs cheaper.
Panzer III on station.
So, they definitely done their work to help make the armor upgrades a bit more balanced in various ways. I know some people wanted fueling costs, but cost of, I think the really is just something that's just absurdly good, no matter what, because they just give so much health or extra damage. So by, just shifting away the upgrades a bit better, things will get better there. So far appears to be working out well there. Panzer III being pushed back. Been a while since we've seen like any notable Panzer III plays from the Deutsche South vehicle. Panzerguns here, there's the mortar crews here. Panzer there moving straight to the Hornet's Nest. We also got a bazooka team up from RedxWings. Wow, okay. This is getting extra spicy here. Bazooka fire there off. Panzer hitting northwards here, as in the north side here. RedxWings are just trying to breach the northern lines, which are, well, quite frankly, lightly defended. Center side, this way, RedxWings is putting up most of the effort, pushing forward to the men and weaponry. In the south, is also trying to break through here. Cartridge, and they're, of course, unable to contend with so many Americans. North, we got the Panzer busy with the riflemen here, ripping them apart with machine gun fire.
Enemy forces have claimed our sector.
And we do get emergency repair kits. I mean, it's still a really good upgrade. Even it's been, like, you know, made more expensive and nerfed in various ways because, you know, self-repair is still an incredibly good upgrade. Wait, did he cancel it? Yeah, he cancelled it for Stuckers of Fuss. Not to blame, but there you go. Achgard cartridge, and just right from the dropping there like very large flies. Ripped apart their autocannon and machine gun fire here. Momo shows, of course, no mercy as always. Up north here, smaller bazooka team backing up the infantry as they push northwards. Smart repositioning. And we got that Stuckers of Fuss halfway done. Panzer send us the 30 cal here. Gonna need to clear that up with either tanks or artillery. Or a good flank. Greyhound pushing from the south. Still not much here from RedxWings that really indicates what you're going for. And there goes Stuckers of Fuss, which is just basically a nickname for it. Pens for the archive pushing through in the ground, push back. It's just basically a half-track with what was known as Wurfgraben attached to it, which basically means throwing frames. It was basically just these wooden crates with a rocket inside. You could just, like, attach wherever they wanted. They'd, like, attach them to, like, you know, Hotchkiss tanks. But even, like, you know, Czechoslovakian Panzer IIIs would be equipped with these and just used to, like, throw rockets. They'd also fire them from just, like, static positions on the ground. So it's sort of one of those, like, neat designs that they kind of had there in the war.
All victory points are under enemy control. We must act.
Flying for the drop in the sand. Marta here as the advancing ground. Stuckers was yet to fire. Of course, RedxWings is immediately aware of it now, so less of a surprise when here for a moment with it. I suppose he's going to go for the major repair kits now. And there you go. Greyhound down. RedxWings there clearly trying to get lucky, but there was no such luck against the Panzer III. Greyhound anyways. Panzer's pushing up towards the south of the victory point. Mortar keeps at it. Situation of is definitely a bit messy, and we do get armor, and we do get an EC8 here with now assaulting units running on it. That one got made both cheaper, but they also changed it right along, and in this case they added a veterans who won assault engineer squad there. So overall, that is a significant buff that I think will result in armor battle group becoming notably more popular. Still not easily spammable, but, you know, it's definitely something to go for. All the way, rushing ahead with easy hit here. Definitely going to be a challenge here for Momo, though, of course, he does have 2 Panzer IIIs and Armada. He's got military repairs now upgraded. Which, again, doesn't quite give as much health as it used to, I believe. Yeah, it only gives 40 health now compared with the 80 health it used to, so that's definitely a bit of a nerf as well there to it, alongside the cost increase. Momo still got decent upgrades versus RedxWings. Also got a big 2-point lead, but the arrival of the EC8 definitely portends problems on the horizon for Momo. You keep going for more Panzer IIIs. You could also, I suppose, try and hold out for the armored reserves, but I think that's going to require battlefield salvage to really work. You could also, of course, go for the Flak 36. That could be a good addition, or you could just go for another Marder, maybe. A lot of options here for Momo to consider. Meanwhile, RedxWings just keeps the sort of north. We've got the EC moving in there with a 76mm gun, repping into the German troops. Mine's getting set off as well here. Pretty rubbish out there for Momo. Panzer III there acting as a lone sentry on the northern side. And the center, RedxWings win point through here against the Germans. And the south, we've got a breakthrough attempt here by the bazooka team, but they're being murdered by Panzerguns and Panzerjägers. losses on the bazooka team are heavy. Mines keep exploding left, right, and center. But RedxWings is just starting to get more and more map control. The Stukas has not really done much so far. Whoops. Needs to do something soon, I think. Railscourt sent back by the Panzer and the Panzerjägers.
Territory sector out of contact.
Sherman repositioning.
Can't win this war on our asses.
Cartridge and they're by like nearly ace level there.
Our fuel point is
Achard heading southwards, backing up the Panzer III here. And sent another sortie, keeps forgetting about the machine gun, and RedxWings of course does not. Okay, this time though Momo's had enough. He launches a full Stukas barrage here. Massive 6 rockets there. Shaking the earth, parts of the crew, but doesn't actually wipe them. In the south though, clearly Momo is amassing all of his armor here and his tank destroyers for southern push here. But RedxWings is ready with an anti-tank to back up his EC-8. He saw through Momo like he was transparent and glass-like.
a victory point is being taken from us.
Good shot from the Marder, the rack through the side armor of the Sherman. Yeah, the Sherman. We've got the anti-tank there ready. Panzer III pushing 14 meters in the center, being ripped apart here. Panzer III takes it as well here. Center being claimed here with the Americans up north here. Fighting here also happening. Assault engineers still are being ripped apart here by the Vecchi 2 Panzergrenadier with the Maschinengewehr 34. Fun fact about the MG34, keep both fit by belt and, well, magazines. In this case, drum magazines. As an additional fun side fact, the sort of what you typically assume to be the drum magazine, the one that at the side with 50 rounds, was actually not a magazine. It was just a canister with a 50 round belt in it. What it actually had was for like anti-aircraft use, was like a 75 round sort of fairly complex drum magazine. But the sort of more typical, like, 50 round on the side was actually just a canister with a belt in it. It's similar with the MD42. Fun facts.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Flam Panzer III here. I don't think he's going to go for that now here. E8 moving forward, got the Panthers up here, but we've got 2 anti-tankers backing up here. It's going to be a bit tough if we'll deal with the anti-tankers. They're just blasting away, threatening to make short work here of Momo's Panzer IIIs. Yeah, down it goes here. Just 2 anti-tankers and an EC8 is just bad news for Panzer III after those anti-tank gun buffs. He needs to clear them out with a Stukas here. I do think he's making an attempt now, but it's simply too late. The anti-tank guns, anticipating a rocket barrage, have already moved. That kind of being a waste there. One will need to support his infantry armor with infantry properly. I need to find these anti-tank guns and then deal with them. North Panzer Pioneer is about to get wiped out. Just Momo suffers intense losses on the Panzer Pioneer front. I think that's his 3rd Panzer Pioneer squad wiped, maybe even his 4th. In the center, Panzer was the assault engineers here. Artgard though providing intense support still.
Victory point lost.
Cartridge in there.
Our enemy has the upper
Moments away from the ace level.
points.
We got 298 versus 62 here. RedxWings is holding on tenaciously. Even as Momo tries to just dig RedxWings' grave here with a field shovel.
All victory points.
Got the EC8, they need repairs. Nothing further out here from RedxWings.
Territory lost.
So what will Momo go for next? Will it be the flak? Will it be more Panzer IIIs?
Permission granted.
We got the battlefield salvage. Oh my, we could see wipe here. No, he gets away.
Proximity alarm near.
Some incredible luck there for RedxWings.
Get to ground! Enemy fire!
Bazooka team there hard at work against the Germans.
The enemy have
But out in the other, there's a machine gun team like that. It's not going. We've got to Stukas barrage off again. I have no idea what Momo was aiming for, but it clearly wasn't there. Could have been a misclick, but
we have only 250
that did
points remaining.
bugger all. Pushing into the north side here, Cartridge in there. So close to the ace level, but also the danger zone are getting wiped out there if they're not careful. Assault engineers, Ralph squad converting the zone. We've got a flamethrower still abandoned there. Need support badly. Got the EC8 rushing force assist here. RedxWings in the north. Achab moving in. Panzergrenadier there. Cartridge and really dancing with danger there. Oh no, he's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose it. It's... yeah, got wiped out. Just a hit by safely. Bad news there for Momo. For Germany.
Panzer III on station.
Now the Panzer III, they're ready.
We cannot take these losses.
You see it close to 82. Ach, finally. Ach, Marder's Panzer III moving down here. Anti-tanks being hauled forwards. Panzer III flying away here. And here I think we're going to see something awkward. Momo here is trying to pull back the Panzer III, by the way, but the Outguard there is basically blocking, and it doesn't have like any other easy way, so when it finally gets moving, it's kind of too late here. There's basically a delay before, I think the Pathing tries to figure out like a path that doesn't involve like forcing the Outguard to move, which it just has to, so... that's a bit unfortunate there for Momo, and does mean like at least for now until they fix it, you have to be very careful about having units behind other units. Of course, in the actual war, of course, you also have to be careful about that, because that would be exactly what would happen. You know, in fact, there'd be tactics around this, like, you know, where you destroy, like, say there's an armored convoy, you destroy the lead and the fort vehicles, so the others couldn't move past and they'd be stuck there. So, sort of the same thing here, but, you know, obviously not what you want to be dealing with while you're under fire. And we got air support called in about Momo. He's had enough. He's summoning the Luftwaffe here. EC8, though, dodges the Stukas there with the cannons. Almost got it there, though. Sliver health left on RedxWings EC8, but apparently that one is crewed by Brad Pitt himself. Yeehaw. Meanwhile, back in Momo's base, we have a tank depot up there. And we got a regular Sherman out here as well. Panzer Jaeger's pushed back here. Situation for Momo is now looking pretty rough. He suffered some like fairly intense losses, infantry and armor-wise. In comparison, now he just hasn't been able to like leverage any losses. He also got like large number of mines about there. I have no idea what I was trying to say there.
All infantry at HQ shall be reinforced, Commandant.
And somehow RedxWings just didn't clear up all of Momo's mines. Good God. Marder, though, somehow survives all that. South here, Panzer was the depleted scout squad. Another Panzer III here for Momo. Panzer peering in, being multi with machine gun, trying to clear out the anti-tank guns, but RedxWings seems to hold them out. There, Sherman hits the mine. Panzer is going forward here. Yeah, Momo's lost all of his Panzer IIIs now. He's forced to replace them pretty rapidly. And we got another Stukas barrage. 4 killed so far. Bombarding the machine gun nest here. Bricks just flying all over the place alongside parts of the machine gun crew. Grenades off. Losses inflicted. Now the Panzer III ready, troop reinforcing healing. Setting out there with a Panzerkampfwagen 3. Ausführung L. Oh, machine gun there completely forced off the field. Guess that's a small win there for Momo. Panzer rushing in here. 137 to 53. Like, Momo is really in a victory point shortage at the moment here. Could get a white pen RedxWings. That would do a lot for Momo and the 10th Panzer Division here, but no! Oh, he does get him. Shot there in the back. Ralph's got up the center. RedxWings holding up desperately. And there you go. We got these here pushing forwards. Anti-tank rifle fire there. No Marders nearby would appear. Other Marders. Oh, they're all the way down here. Supporting the Panzer III and the Outguard here. A small Kampf over there for Momo. Outguard by actually 41 kills. Definitely done its part up north there. Oh dear, one of the Sherman hits another mine there from Momo. If Momo can finish off that Sherman, that certainly relieves some of the pressure. Of course, there's still the Vecchi 2 EC8 manned by Brad Pitt himself, but you know, lowering the number of tanks here that RedxWings can toss at him would certainly do him a lot of good. We got the anti-tank ready. He needs to clear out those anti-tank guns, but they are quite tricky again due to the increased mobility they have. Outguard there could wipe it out, but no, Gunshield survives it, or helps it, and we got another Stuka barrage off here. Again, most of the rockets are just not really hitting anything except dirt and sand. Panzer pushing 40 back up at the Outguard. Almost got the anti-tank crew here. Need to get the Marder in there. In the center, Ralph's got Panzer finding out. Grenades being chucked. Men being brutalized. Anti-tank crate cleared up, but the Panzer III on its own needs support. Almost got the Ignition, another Panzer III ready. The fighting is intense here. Anti-tank right through the sidearm of the Sherman. Panzer III Marder on the move here. Smoke deployed here. Here's range. He could try here with an anti-tank tear gas round, I guess. Marder moves up. Good shot on the easy here. Panzer III moving forward. There's Rough Squad blocking an easy path here, I think. Stukas the first somehow got hauled into this as well. And the Sherman is still stuck there with a damaged engine. But now we've got a Hellcat from RedxWings. Snuck it in there and suddenly blindsides Momo with a deep flank here. Bypasses the Ox Guard here. Marder surrounded. Panzer III's in trouble. We've got the Stukas results as well here in trouble. Chaos and confusion reigns, ladies and gentlemen. Aka getting shots through the side armor of the Hellcat. Does he have to research? Nope. He's on the research. Yeah. A few of the upgrades here. Most of those for survivability. Panzer Squad wiped. Oh, the Panzer Speeders got wiped again. He did get the Hellcat, but had rather some losses. No, the Panzer III got knocked out as well by the anti-tank on ace level. Ah, Jesus. It's utter confusion and chaos now. Both sides are bloodied to like an incredible degree here. Okay, there, Panzer there being bombarded by the Sherman there. I mean, if Momo gets his hands on those anti-tank guns and turn them against RedxWings, that could help him. Up north here, Sonya is about to get wiped out. Can he score the wipe here? No! Gets away. In the center, Panzer is being bombarded. The center is just a moon crater at landscape at this point. Another Panzer III for Momo. 49 versus 48. Brad Pitt charges forwards once more. And here's Fury prequel, Sandy Fury. Because they're really not great at naming those moves, are they? Anyways, pushing for that EC8 there. And a mine goes off on the EC8. Oh dear, this could be it, but no. We got more tanks moving forwards. He's upgraded. Oh, he's called in another EC8. Oh dear. Our card's about to get knocked out by RedxWings EC8. Fresh Panzer III rolling in. If we take out that EC8, that would do a lot of good here. Almost got the EC8 there. Brad Pitt, though, is not going to go down without a fight. And a lot of bitching to his director. Panzer III there being pushed out. Stukas was barraged off again here. Hoping, I think, to take out something. Almost got the anti-tank crew. There we go. Wipes the ace crew. Ripped asunder by the shockwaves of the rockets.
What do you need?
EC8 pushing forward. He needs to pull those Panzer IIIs back. Oh, it can't. They got a damaged engine. And it stays clear as other mine again. But the Rough Squad hits the mine. Panzer III going for the flank of the EC8. Almost got it. He could pop rapid fire here, maybe. No, he doesn't pop it. Guess he doesn't need it. Got the EC8. He's 49 versus 34. Other EC8, those being repaired. The first one sacrificed himself for the glory of Brad Pitt. Don't worry, Carl. Remember, we're dying for a good cause. America? No. Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt, man. Brad Pitt. Up north there, East Panzer Squad pushing forward. We've got the Sherman there still at the ready. Finally fixed up. The engine fan replaced with something significantly less on fire. Near East, Brad Pitt, EC8, they're good to go in a few moments. Momo's Panzer III's being intensely repaired, with both self-repairs, Panzerjägers and soon Panzer Pioneer being put hard to work. Stukas of us, they're finally at Veterans E1. He's going for the oh, did set off the mine under the Guard. Oh no. Oh yeah, if you're America. And there you go. Moments away from the ace level on that EC8 here. Panzer III's going to counterattack here. Flanking the EC8. Popping. Rapid fire at the right time. Could allow him to take out the EC8 here maybe. I don't know if Momo's actually used rapid fire ever, but
Victory point has been neutralized.
a lot of shots that fired at the AC-8. It is now ace level. A main threat to Germany. The Panzer III's push after it here. It could actually go here for battlefield salvage to get some manpower and fuel out of it. That could be a really good way to like just gain some resources from more armor. No Colton air support. I do think should have gone here for the battlefield salvage, like just more manpower right now. I would have for some time to call another Panzer III or something else. Even like an air, like assault mechanized group. There's something here. Either way, both Panzer III's got that one. RedxWings has lost all of his tanks except the Sherman. Right, but there you go. Another regular Sherman out here. So many tanks on this field here. 8 points left here. 6 points. GG, well played. 2, and let's just end it here in case it does anything funny. So there you go. Game over. An absolutely intense 1v1 fight here on road to Tunis. The new patch is definitely shaping up for some much more interesting matches and some really fierce battles here. A lot of great stuff here between RedxWings and Momo4sho. Some great calls, some bad calls, and some awkward moments. For example, that Panzer III here and the AK behind it. That was definitely bad news for Momo. I would argue maybe some rapid fire here and there could have been, benefit to him, and of course also battlefield salvage. I do think that is a fairly good but overlooked ability that could also think at time for some extra resources to help push back against RedxWings with. But a really good fight here. RedxWings, I think, is also showing off some elements there that's just less considered among the Americans, particularly just using scouts more. And I think RedxWings did quite well with those scouts. They have definitely lined up for some more map control and utility here against Momo, even as the match went on here. So that was some smart play there. And just, some good armored flanks and attacks from RedxWings. So overall, an intense match here. Some great stuff here. Well played by both players. 2 thumbs up. So thank you all for joining in. Hope you got this match. You'll learn something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. Tell your friends, tell your family. But don't tell enemies. This was Imperial Team. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye.